So 6 a.m. this morning, if you could have looked in the window to my TV room, you would have seen a middle-aged guy with a cup of coffee with a permanent grin on his face because he was watching the first Star Wars live-action TV show ever, The Mandalorian, Episode 1. And yeah, I did. I grinned from the beginning all the way to the end because it was 100% Star Wars. 100% Star Wars. Looked like it, felt like it, the sound effects were like it, and it was still new and fresh, new characters, and new story and new mysteries, and it was just awesome. And it was a big day for Star Wars fans and Disney fans with the launch of Disney Plus. And hey, on Disney Plus, big surprise for me anyway. Star Wars episodes 1 through 7 in 4K. We've never had that before. And then Rogue One and is also in 4K. Solo, Last Jedi are still on Netflix. They'll be releasing on Disney Plus sometime soon. But the story today is all about The Mandalorian. I said I would do some quick reaction review videos. I'm not going to break it down. There's plenty of people on YouTube doing that. I just want to give you, from an average guy who really loves Star Wars, just a reaction, an honest reaction to what I saw. And what I have to say is I loved it. It was great. I'll make the first part of this spoiler free, so if you're worried about that, you can watch the first part. I'll tell you when I get into a couple spoilers. But the spoiler free part, like I said, it looked like it. It was a lived in sci-fi world. It wasn't perfect and pristine. It looked like A New Hope. It looked like Rogue One. It really looked like the original trilogy. If you're an original trilogy fan, you're going to love this. In fact, Jon Favreau has himself said that this is really kind of geared towards original trilogy type stuff. There are tons of Easter eggs, stuff I'm sure that I've missed. And I've seen it twice now because I watched it with the kids tonight, and picked up on some stuff that I didn't see the first time. Tons and tons of Easter eggs. You like that kind of stuff, if you like what some people call fan service, you're going to like this. And I didn't really get it as fan service. I'd get it as, hey, this is the Star Wars galaxy, the Star Wars universe. Let's see some Star Wars stuff. And we definitely got that. The look of it, aesthetically, it was just very pleasing to look at. Even though it's a TV show, it had a very cinema feel to it. It had you can definitely tell they threw a lot of money at this. There were Star Wars creatures, and they were very well done. The CG was excellent. The acting was good. The music is very different, but it still fit perfectly. This is then kind of an old West meets Star Wars, a gunslinging Mandalorian, bounty hunter, and it has a kind of an old West type feel to it. If you like Westerns and you like Star Wars, you're going to love The Mandalorian. It's just that simple. And it really was a pleasure to watch. Like I said, I started it, and I started smiling as soon as I hit play. The coolest thing was when the Star Wars logo came up, they did kind of a Marvel thing with the showing the different characters throughout the Star Wars universe real fast in succession. The Star Wars banner comes up, but it was straight across instead of Star and Wars on the bottom, top and bottom. It was straight across. Really had a Marvel kind of feel to it. It was new. It was cool to see. So I started smiling right off the bat at that, and then just to me, every scene all the way through was just enjoyable to watch. So moving on to spoiler stuff. If you don't like spoilers, you don't want to see spoilers, stop watching now and come back later. I'm not going to dive too much into it. I just want to just simply bring out a few things that I absolutely love. The Easter eggs. And I'm not going to name them all. But you saw things from gonk droids, carbonite freezing. I don't know if that was really Salacious Crumb being roasted, but it was one of his, what do they call those? A Kowakian monkey lizard. And maybe a relative of his watching, just like, kind of, oh, is that going to happen to me? It certainly looked like Salacious Crumb getting roasted. He wasn't the nicest of Kowakian monkey lizards, so it's okay. To the droid eye ball thing that comes out of the door to identify whoever's knocking on the door, like we saw that in Return of the Jedi at Jabba's palace. We had one of those. The planets. They didn't name the planets, but it certainly looked like they went to Sullust. The desert planet certainly had, even from space, looked like Tatooine. It could have been Ryloth. People speaking Huttese. The stormtroopers were grungy looking. They're not even, they're now security for Werner Herzog's character in the show, who seems to be a pretty shady character. And really, the Easter eggs just go on and on. If you're really paying attention, they're all over the place. The bounty droid IG-11, really cool. Just so much fun to watch him. To see that kind of animation CG and to do the things he was doing. That action sequence at the end was just great. You know, like I said, people are going to break this down. They're gonna break down every single second, and I'll be watching. I mean, I love that stuff. I'll be watching. I'm not going to do that. I just like to give you an honest, average guy who loves Star Wars reaction in my short little review and what I think of it. And me personally, I thought it hit the nail on the head, and I cannot wait for the next one to come out. The big spoiler at the end, though, is the bounty they're going after, the asset they're going after. You don't know who it is through the show. They're after somebody who's supposedly 50 years old. So you're picturing a middle-aged human or whoever it is. And the big reveal is it's a Yoda species, a little baby Yoda species. I just jumped off the couch like, what? And if you do the math, you're talking, this is a few years after Return of the Jedi. So you go back 50 years, you are now prior to the Phantom Menace. That means this 50-year-old Yoda species baby was born prior to or right around the beginning of the Phantom Menace. So Yoda, is this Yoda's offspring? We've only seen one other Yoda species in all of Star Wars, and that was in the Phantom Menace. Yaddle, I think her name was, sitting on the Jedi Council. You just saw her there. I don't think she ever had any lines. You never see her after that. Is this hers, Yoda's, or just hers? Is this the other Yoda was speaking of? I doubt it. That's a Skywalker thing, but who knows? And are Yoda species all force sensitive, and that's why everybody's after this little 50-year-old? It sounds funny to say 50-year-old baby, but man, when my daughter saw, we just watched a little bit ago. My daughter saw that. I wish I had a camera on her. She just flipped out. Cutest thing she's ever seen. She wants one. You know how that goes. So, hey, Disney, there's an opportunity to sell more toys, as if they hadn't already thought of it. So anyway, that's my quick reaction review of episode 1 of The Mandalorian. Next one comes out on Friday. Just can't wait. Really just can't wait. They really did this very well, and I can only see it getting better. It's got to keep getting better. Like I said, great day for Star Wars fans and Disney fans with the launch of Disney Plus. Tons of stuff to look at. New footage, even a new Greedo Han scene. Not going to get into that debate except to say Han shot first. Just leave the scene alone. I'll say it this way: if Cassian can shoot somebody in the back in Rogue One, an ally, and we're okay with that, then why can't we just have the original Han shot first scene from 1977? Just put it in there, leave it alone. But all kinds of cool stuff on Disney Plus. If you haven't checked it out, definitely do that because you're going to want to see The Mandalorian. It's worth it just for The Mandalorian. So that's my reaction. If you like my reaction, hey, give me a thumbs up. Please hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to get to we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. We've had a lot of people subscribe. Definitely thank you to everybody who's done that. Help us get to 1,000 by subscribing. Leave some comments down below. What do you think of the show? I love to interact with you guys. Love to hear what you have to say, whether you like it, don't like it, whatever theories you have. Let me know what you think. But like I said, if you like my reaction, give me a thumbs up. And hey, until next time, I have spoken.